Hey fourth graders, Miss Muldoon here to teach you how to write a complete paragraph. If you completed your introduction, you should be watching this video. Your next paragraph is going to be a body paragraph. And in order to write a body paragraph, you need a topic sentence, okay? We take our first topic sentence, which is one of our reasons. Okay, so when we created that graphic organizer with our thesis and our reasons, we are going to repeat our thesis and we're going to add in one reason for this paragraph. Okay, so every paragraph needs to have three things. We need related evidence, text evidence from articles or personal stories, and finally, supporting comments and explanation. Okay, let's go over our topic sentence. The topic sentence is the main idea of our paragraph. Everything else in this paragraph has to match this idea. Meaning, if I'm writing about one reason, I shouldn't be talking about another reason or including my third reason or my what other reasons I have. I'm specifically supporting my first reason. Okay, so my first piece of evidence that I should have in my body paragraph is related evidence, okay? Now, the way we get related evidence is through text evidence from articles or personal stories. So let's go through text evidence from articles. We did this when we watched our article, when we watched the video, and we read our article, okay? And remember, we took down quotes. And there's mine right there. I have my 3 quotes from my article and 3 quotes from my video. We can add these into our essay, okay? Make sure we are citing. Another piece of evidence is personal stories. And we wrote a personal story about something that we experienced during quarantine. And there's mine right there. So we have this information, and I'm going to show you in a little bit how to access that on your Google Drive. My next piece of evidence that I have is supporting comments and explanation. And this is really our trickiest part. So it's our trickiest part because it needs to match our evidence. It needs to match our reasons. We all have lots of thoughts about this. We all have our own comments and explanation about quarantine and our feelings, but it needs to match our first reason, our topic sentence. If it doesn't match, it's not going to make sense. So we need to be very careful of that. Need a break? Make sure you take one. Recharge yourself. Of course. Now I'm going to show you how to access your essay because you're going to notice your essay is not attached to your assignment today. So I'm going to click right here on my tab, the little plus sign, to get a new tab. I'm going to click my waffle, and I'm going to click Drive. Now, you could go to your recent, and all of your most recent documents will be up there for you when it finally loads. So I'm going to scroll down, and there's my personal essay. So it's Miss M's personal essay, and you notice it wasn't right there. So what I could do is I could type up here personal essay, and mine might pop up. All right. I have access to a lot of students, so that's why a bunch come up. But this is mine. This is Miss M's personal essay. I'm gonna double click it. When I double click it, I can access my essay. Okay, your introduction should be in here. I have it in another document because I was showing other students another video prior to this. So if you have a paragraph here, you're just going to continue it. So what you're going to do, so I just paused the video and added in my own introduction, as you can see right there. So if you're done with your introduction, it should look very similar to mine. It needs to be a paragraph. It needs to contain a thesis statement and your reasons. Add that hook in. I added my definition, and then I gave some information about what the coronavirus is because I'm writing this essay as if no one knows what the coronavirus is and they don't know what I'm experiencing. So for my next body paragraph, I'm going to press enter, and you notice that my document already indented for me, so I don't need to indent. Now I am ready to type. If I don't know what to type, I should have some stuff in front of me. Maybe I should pull up my graphic organizer. I can also pull up my notes, my free writes, my article note taking in order for me to write today. We are going to choose a reason that we don't have a personal story for, because personal stories are going to come tomorrow. So I'm going to choose one here, and the one I chose, I'm probably going to write about how schools and businesses are closed, because I don't have a story to go along with that. I have more stories with coronavirus is frightening, and I miss my friends and family, so I'm going to write about this one today. So I can even start off by saying the coronavirus has brought me much anxiety. Maybe I'm going to say so much, has brought me so much anxiety. And then I'm going to introduce my reason. One reason why I am nervous is because schools and businesses are closed, okay? And this is where I can add in a quote saying from that article why the CDC has closed schools. Maybe I can even enter in from that article about how I need to keep 6 feet apart. And this is what I do. I'm going to go back to my drive, and I can go through and I could go to my article and video note taking. And since I already did this, there we go. Here's one right here. Schools across the country are closing. I could copy that and I could paste it here. Now I need to make sure that it makes sense. So I could say, now I need the name of my article. I could go back and I could say, in the article, and I'm going to put play it safe, comma, it states, comma, start quotations. Schools across the country are closing because of the coronavirus. Many students may be jumping for joy. Others might be worried, scared, or confused. I'm going to continue that. I'm going to explain that. I'm going to say, yeah, I'm feeling the same way. Okay, so that's one way to add in a quote. Now, when you're completely done with this, you can notice, and it might be bothering you, that over here is red. I could go to my tools, spelling grammar, and run a spell check, and that will come up, and I could double click it. You really have to look at it though. Sometimes it doesn't come, maybe the correct word doesn't come up, but you could take your time and go through what you want to do first. Do you want to type it all? Do you want to fix the spelling? So that's what we're doing for today's lesson. You're going to continue writing this. Tell me how you feel. You can go back to my presentation to help you write this. If you have any questions, pop into my Zoom. Bye, boys and girls.